Well, welcome back. I'm in the middle of Matthew chapter 2. I left off last time in verse 12, so let's pick up in verse 13. Ready? When they had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. "Get up," he said, "take the child and his mother, and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night, and left for Egypt, where he stayed until the death of Herod. And so was fulfilled what the Lord had said through the prophet, "Out of Egypt I called my son." When Herod realized that he had been outwitted by the Magi, he was furious, and he gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and its vicinity who were 2 years old and under, in accordance with the time he had learned from the Magi. Then what was said through the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled. "A voice is heard in Ramah, weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted, because they are no more." After Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, "Get up, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, for those who were trying to take the child's life are dead." So he got up, he took the child and his mother, and went to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning in Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. Having been warned in a dream, he withdrew to the district of Galilee, and he went and lived in a town called Nazareth. So was fulfilled what was said through the prophets, that he would be called a Nazarene. Some things I find that are interesting in this little section here is the use of dreams. You know, at the tail end of the last video, and at the last few verses, we talked about how God warned the Magi in a dream. And then here in these verses, verses 13 through the last verse of this chapter, verse 23, we see the use of a dream again. God using dreams. You know, it's interesting that you can have a dream sometimes at night, and you wake up and you realize, you know, that was more than just a dream. That was more than just a dream. Dreams are one of the ways in which God uses to communicate to people. He can talk to you that way. You don't have to be super special. Joseph wasn't super special. He was just a normal guy. But he understood what God was saying to him, and he realized this is more than just a plain dream. What a tragedy that Herod killed little children that were 2 years old and under in Bethlehem. He did that about 3 times during the reign, his reign as king in Judea. He actually did that. Even at one point, Caesar Augustus was disgusted by that and made a comment that it was safer to be Herod's pig than it is his son. Because Herod even had many of his own sons killed because he was afraid they were going to try to overthrow him as king. Herod was despicable. So this is a terrible, terrible thing. And it's hard for me sometimes to reconcile that part of God's plan for bringing the Messiah into the world also included the death of innocent little children, toddlers, and infants. Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted because they are no more. Those of you who have lost someone, especially those of you who have lost someone you love, especially your child, you know that pain. You know how bad that hurts. So here we find the story, though, of Jesus coming out of Egypt, going back to his hometown of Nazareth, where he was from. And now we'll go to chapter 3 next.